13 colonies. That's where America started, nothing more. Hugging the Atlantic coast, from Massachusetts down to Georgia. Barely 2 million people lived across those colonies. In 1776, they declared independence from Britain. King George refused to let them go easily. 7 brutal years of war followed after that. In 1783, the colonies finally won freedom. 13 states became one brand new nation. But America's founders wanted much more room to grow. In 1803, everything changed overnight. France needed money fast because of war debts. Napoleon offered to sell the entire Louisiana territory. President Jefferson jumped on this incredible opportunity. He paid just $15 million for it. That's less than 3 cents per acre today. Overnight, America's total size instantly doubled. 15 future states hid inside that single purchase. From Louisiana all the way up to Montana. One deal changed the shape of a continent. Next, Spain still controlled Florida, right below Georgia. American settlers kept clashing with Spanish authorities there. In 1819, Spain finally sold Florida outright. The Adams-Onis treaties settled the tense border dispute. America gained sunny beaches and a strategic coastline. Meanwhile, Texas was its own wild, dangerous frontier. American settlers flooded into Mexican-controlled Texas territory. Tensions grew fast between settlers and Mexico's government. In 1836, Texas fought for independence bravely. It became its own republic for 9 full years. In 1845, Texas finally joined the United States. That single decision nearly sparked another full war. Britain and America both wanted the Oregon Territory badly. In 1846, they finally split it fairly. The border was drawn along the 49th parallel. Oregon, Washington, and Idaho joined without firing a shot. But Mexico still held the massive Southwest region. In 1846, the Mexican-American War erupted. 2 brutal, bloody years of fighting followed after that. Mexico surrendered California, Arizona, and New Mexico completely. One single war reshaped the entire western map. A small strip of land was still missing near Arizona. In 1853, America bought the Gadsden Purchase. It smoothed the border for a future railroad route. Now the lower 48 states were nearly complete, but one massive territory remained far to the north. In 1867, America eyed Alaska curiously. Russia was desperate to sell its frozen colony. America paid just $7.2 million total. Critics mocked it, calling it Seward's icebox. That icebox held oil, gold, and endless resources. Meanwhile, a chain of islands caught America's attention. Hawaii had rich soil, sugar, and a perfect location. American businessmen overthrew Hawaii's queen in 1893. Hawaii became a republic, then an American territory quickly. For decades, it stayed outside the official mainland states. Alaska and Hawaii both waited nearly a full century. They wanted true statehood, not just territory status. Not every state came from war or purchase, though. Vermont broke away from disputed New York and New Hampshire claims. Kentucky split off from Virginia's western frontier land. Maine separated from Massachusetts in 1820. West Virginia broke from Virginia during the Civil War. These states formed through negotiation, not conquest. Americans believed it was their destiny to expand west. This idea was called manifest destiny by settlers. It pushed pioneers, soldiers, and politicians toward the Pacific. Not everyone agreed. Native nations lost their homelands. This expansion came at a real, painful cost. Finally, in 1959, everything changed again. Alaska became the 49th state that January. Hawaii followed just months later, that August. The map was finally, officially complete at last. 50 states, stretching from the Arctic to the tropics. 50 states, spanning for completely different time zones. All grown from 13 tiny colonies on one coastline. Alaska alone is bigger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. Rhode Island could fit inside Alaska over 400 times. Texas is the only state that was once its own republic. Some states joined by treaty, others by outright war. A few states were even carved from other states. Wars were fought, fortunes were spent, deals were struck. Every single state carries its own unique origin story. Together, they built the largest economy on planet Earth. Next time you see the 50 stars, remember this. This is the real story behind those 50 stars. 50 states, one flag, one incredible journey. If you learned something new today, hit subscribe now. Comment below which state's history surprised you most.